Okay, hello, sweet souls. I'm here a couple minutes early, so I'm going to sage a little bit, but feel free to set up. If you're here, if you're watching the recording, feel free to set up and just chill. And yeah, I'm going to sage for just a second before we get started to sage your energy and energy around us. Got my altar going behind you. All kinds of good love energy coming your way today with this practice. Oh, I meant to move those. I'll do that in a second. To the ocean, to outer space. All the things, complications disappear. All that is left, all that is left is the peace I hold here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the mat in just a second, but I wanted to just talk to you because sometimes it's a little hard to hear me back there. I'm going to be kind of shouting a little bit. Today we're going to do a practice for the heart chakra. Venus is in retrograde and there is a lot coming up to be more gentle, to release things. We have a beautiful full moon coming up this week. If you're allowing yourself to bring more things in, to be authentically you, I invite you to do that. If you are releasing things to become more authentically you, I invite you to do that as well. It's a beautiful time for really acknowledging this shadow self, which is just kind of acknowledging those sides that perhaps you're not really very fond of, but just accepting them and letting them go as you can. And we're also going to do a meditation to come back to the original self, come back to that really authentic self, which is who you are at your spiritual soul level. So we'll get started. Find a comfortable, easy, seated position to start, and we'll tune in with the Adi mantra to connect us to our highest self and to those teachers that have came before us. Okay. All right. So in front of me I have some smoky quartz to again release any negative stuff we got going on, or just anything we just don't really want anymore, because we want to be more in line with those things that we're really craving, or we really see ourselves being in line, for example, in line with a particular business or in a particular career, but we know we have to release certain sides or certain career paths before we can get to that next career goal. Or perhaps relationships. We have to release relationships in order to get to the one that best serves us. So this is kind of serving as our releasing stone. And then surrounding it is just a ton of rose quartz to, again, fill ourselves and our space and all of the energy and people around us with love, because that is what is most needed at this time. So hopefully that will give you a little bit of a boost, give the energy of this video a little bit of a boost. But to start, come to a nice, comfortable, easy position, whatever that means for you. Maybe start to shift your weight side to side. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale gently out of the mouth. Just allow yourself to sway in this moment. The energy of love is all about flow. So love your body enough to give this moment just to release the tightness, the stagnancy, and open up to your light, your authenticity, your luminosity. When you're ready to come back to a still place and center, take a nice inhale here, hold this breath. And exhale, gently release. Shoulders are stacked directly over the hips. The crown of the head is reaching tall for the sky, creating more space in the rib cage, the lungs. Lift those shoulders up and down the back a couple of times here. Take one more beautiful deep breath, and then slowly draw your hands into a prayer pose. Chest lifts up to meet the thumbs at the sternum. And we're going to tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, attuning and aligning with our highest self, connecting with the divine teachers that came before us to aid us in our practice today for really our highest good, our highest love vibration, so we can move and be our most authentic, genuine self this lifetime. Close the eyes here, start to look up towards the third eye. And maybe start to visualize, what does that mean to you to be your most authentic, genuine self? What would you feel like? How happy would you be? How much joy would exude from every pore if you were this person? Because you are. It's all inside of you, waiting to be born, waiting to be lit up from the inside. See what your life can look like whenever you choose. And when you're ready, we're going to tune in. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Slowly and gently take a nice inhale here. Hold this breath. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly release the hands down to the knees. We're going to inhale, open the chest forward, move towards the left. Exhale, rounding the spine backwards, dropping the chin just a tiny bit. And keep moving in these counterclockwise circles. Feeling the navel moving around the hips as you open up gently to your practice. Notice what feels good. Maybe it feels good to make the circles large. Maybe it feels good to make them small and tight circles. This is all about moving the spine, bringing more breath into the body, and just being more flexible in each moment. Eyes still closed. Feel this moment. Just be here now. No judgment of self. And having complete forgiveness of anything that's been, because in this moment, through this practice, you get a chance to start over, to renew. Start every day like that. Every day is your day to start again. Whatever you want that to mean for you that day. Inhale gently to center. Exhale, release. And you're just going to start to move in the opposite direction now. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, clockwise circles. So when you're called, you can start to inhale, think the word Sat. Exhale, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. And as you become more and more in tune with this vibration, the sound vibration, you're going to notice it starts to move through the body, and it kind of helps you to move a little bit faster perhaps, or to move with your vibration, basically, your own truth. Satnam means truth is my name. So you're literally moving, being guided by your truth. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Gently inhale to center again, holding this breath, sit nice and tall. And exhale, slowly release. I want you to just fold and bend over, bowing towards your legs. The chin comes towards the chest. It's like you're slouching over completely. See how far you can go. Maybe you can allow the head to reach all the way down to the feet. Stay here in this slouched position, just breathing for a moment. And notice how the body feels when you are here. Notice if there is constricted breath. And maybe with the eyes closed, just take a moment to, as you exhale, release those things that no longer serve you. Let them go. Give them up. You no longer need them. Seeing anything that makes you upset, angry, just feeling those intense emotions. And again, on the exhale, forgive and let those things go down into the earth. Gently, when you're ready, as you inhale, you start to lift up a little bit more each time, kind of rising like a flower and seeing yourself as you want to be, as your authentic self. You're all the way up. Feel what that would feel like to be that authentic self, that person that you are craving, wanting. Happiness is in the palm of your hand. Keep feeling this feeling throughout your practice. Happiness, this vibration of this is me, I am this, because you are. And the more you align with this feeling, this vibration, the more that experiences, moments of transformation are going to line up and happen for you. Slowly start to open the eyes, and you're going to crawl all the way out onto your hands and knees. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. So we're going to move with grace, with ease. I want you to inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, the head, and the hips. Exhale, round the spine, pushing into the core. Inhale, opening everything, expanding. Exhale, rounding, contracting, dropping the head, really letting go. And you can keep going at your own pace, whether that's fast or slow. And maybe you start to add a little bit of a circular motion as you round the spine and open up, or just stay where you are and keep going. Find your own delicious flow in this moment. Allow yourself to move into any areas of the body that most need it. Perhaps pushing back towards the hips, maybe letting go, like dropping the head a little bit more. But just move the body any way you need to for just a moment. This is creating trust in yourself. Inhale, gently come back to tabletop. Straight spine. Exhale and tuck those toes. Inhale, lift yourself up to down dog. Slowly, slowly. Start to bend one knee at a time. Just walking it out. Beautiful job, guys. And when you're ready, release those heels down to the floor, pressing into the palms, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Gaze at your toes, your navel, whatever feels comfortable for you to look at. Breathe here. Gently take your left foot and bring it to the center of your mat. Take that right foot and bring it up towards the sky. Take just a moment here to bend the knee and just make circles with the ankle. Beautiful. And gently look in between the hands as you straighten the leg and bring that foot right in between the hands. You're going to gently drop the back knee. Using your core, start to come all the way up here. Beautiful job. So we're going to expand the heart forward. You have two options. You could take the hands behind you and clasp opposite elbows and just push forward a little bit on those hips. Make sure your knee is directly over your ankle. Or you can take your hands and place them right underneath your shoulder blades. Again, opening the heart forward. Gazing up if you feel so called. Deep breaths here. Shoulders down and relaxed. Start to release the hand, frame the foot, and I want you to just step back and release that right leg up to the sky. Beautiful. Take just a stretch here. You've got it. And you're going to start to walk the feet forward towards the hands. Exhale, drop and fold. Inhale, lift up, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, release. Generously bent knees. Start to round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin is into the chest. Last thing to come up is the head. Inhale here, stretch. Exhale, dive down. Step or hop back into your nice plank and slowly lower yourself down to the ground. Inhale, peel your chest up off the floor, and then exhale, lower it again. Tuck those toes. Strength. Lift yourself up to your down dog. One more side. Take your right foot, put it into the center of your mat. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Beautiful. Bend that knee. Make circles with the ankles however you can. And then start to gaze in between the hands. Straighten that leg and bring that foot right in between the hands, dropping the back knee to the floor. And with strength, start to lift up. Relaxing those shoulders, go ahead and clasp opposite elbows if that's what feels good for you. Or place your hands right underneath your shoulder blades, palms together. Gazing upward, breathing deeply here. Open and expand. We are making space so that we can receive what is ours. Last full breath. And then start to release the hands, frame the foot, tuck the back toe, and just push the left foot up to the sky. Beautiful. Gazing between the hands, walk the feet forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, flat back. Bend the knees, completely release. And then start to round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Stretch as you come up. Exhale, dive down. step or hop back into a plank. Lower yourself slowly towards the ground until lift up. Exhale, lower. Tuck those toes and lift yourself back up to your down dog. Beautiful job, guys. We're going to do one more thing here, and it's up to you how you do it. So you might want a pillow for this, and you can totally pause the video. We're just going to open up our hips a tiny bit. You got it. So shake those hips. Take the right leg up, lift it towards the sky. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Okay? So your right knee is right next to your right wrist. And then you just start to release down into an almost split. Okay? I like to keep my toes tucked during this for a moment just to keep the knee supported. Here you can place a pillow underneath here if you feel like you have really tight hips. Or if you feel good, you can release the toe, come all the way down, and then maybe even come all the way down to the floor. No worries about where you are. If you cannot come to the floor, just sit nice and tall, opening and expanding the chest, because this is going to get you a good stretch too. So all I want you to do here is close the eyes, relax those shoulders. Take a nice inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. As you inhale, breathe in that joy, that happiness, that love that you felt at the beginning. As you exhale, release. Let all the tension slowly melt away. Let it go. It is no longer serving you. You do not need to hold on anymore. All the good things are coming to you. You don't need to hold on. You're in the flow. Wherever you are, come up to where I am with your hands on the mat. You're going to start to tuck the back toe and lift your hip up off the floor. Step it back. Walk the feet out. So you're just bending one knee at a time. Just stretch it out. Beautiful. Take the left foot now. Stretch it up to the sky. The left knee bends and comes towards the left wrist. Okay, and then you just release down. Again, this is where you can use your pillow or blankets. Find your way into whatever form is comfortable for you. So again, if it's here, this is perfectly fine. Or maybe you go all the way down to the ground. Whatever is right for you is where you're meant to be. Close the eyes, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Inhaling that beautiful happiness, those moments that you're seeing that are coming. Exhale, letting go of the past, letting go of what was, that is no longer serving you, that's holding you back. Very gently start to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the back toe and lift yourself back up to your down dog. Walk it out, bend one knee at a time. When you're ready, slowly release the knees down to the ground, toes together, knees apart, stretch into child's pose. And just take a moment to rest here with your forehead on the ground, arms raised up above you. If you feel tight in your shoulders, you can also bend the elbows to release the shoulder pressure. Beautiful. Stay here for just a moment. Keep breathing and activate that place of intuition as it is pressing in towards the floor. You can start to slowly walk the hands back up, rounding up vertebrae by vertebrae, and then find your own way onto your back. This is one of my favorite Kundalini practices. And we're going to be kissing our hands, so if you want to go pause the video and wash your hands, you can, because I know that there's a lot of germs out right now. But if not, just do it with me, no big deal. So all you're going to do here is close your eyes. And if you want to envision those things that are coming, this is a great practice. So being thankful for the love that you will receive from your future lover, or being thankful for that job that is here, it's coming, and like whatever you're going to get from that job, the financial abundance. And you can also be grateful for the things you already have. Like, I'm grateful for my family, or I'm grateful for my home, or I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for the trees, just anything you're grateful for. You're going to just start to kiss your hands, think of something you're grateful for, and release it towards the universe. Kissing yourself, thinking of something you're grateful for, release it towards the universe, because we are one with the universe. And as we have these moments of gratitude, not only are we telling the universe thank you, but we're also, as we kiss ourselves, realize that we are divine. We are connected to source, in the sense that whatever we have to be grateful for, we have created, we have brought into our lives because of our choices, because of what we're grateful for. So just focus on all those beautiful things. There are so many, even as simple as just being grateful again for your home, your water, a running car, trees, air to breathe. There's so much simplicity in the things we already have that some people don't. So you have a computer right now to watch a free yoga video. so many things. Just keep going, eyes closed. Stay focused and feel all those wonderful things that you are grateful for. Keep up. Just starting to slow the nervous system down, releasing anxiety, releasing stress, because the less stress and anxiety we have, the more open we are to what life is bringing us. Last few moments, thinking of all the beautiful things that life has presented you with. And maybe even being grateful for the things that you know are coming. You trust they are here. Opening up the heart, opening up the electromagnetic field around the heart with these last few kisses, these last few moments of gratitude. Last one to each side. And then just take a moment to relax and relish in this energy. Slowly start to take a nice inhale, draw the knees towards the chest. As you exhale, you lift the legs up towards the sky. And you can inhale again, just push them wherever they can go. Exhale, come back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Just keep going at your own pace. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Beautiful job. Keep up. Sat, Nam. It doesn't even have to be a very high lift. If you want to go farther, you can, but just listen to the body. So yeah, feel free to push yourself all the way back, but do whatever feels right for you. Yogi Bhajan said that if you do this for 40 days, your eyes will sparkle. You will have more youth and beauty and vitality than you had before. Just from these few simple movements, because you're slowing the body down, you're slowing down the nervous system, you're slowing down the adrenal glands. So maybe just start to feel as you keep the eyes closed, focusing on your mantra, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Beautiful job. Last time. As you finish yours, just slowly release your legs down to the earth. Taking again just a moment to feel, to be, to integrate this joyfully relaxing energy, which is exactly what our hearts need at this time. More self-love, more self-care, more resiliency. When you're ready, you can start to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Perhaps start to wiggle the fingertips and the toes. Bring the knees into the chest and then rock on the spine a few times before you come all the way up to seated. Now, depending on how comfortable you are, you can sit in rock pose, which is basically you're just sitting on your heels. You can place a pillow or a blanket in between your hips and your heels if that feels comfortable, or just sit in easy pose, which is cross-legged. If you are sitting in rock pose, you're going to have your hands on your knees, arms are straight. Inhale, open the chest forward, pull your chest through. Exhale, round the spine back, straight arms. Inhale, bend the elbows, pull. Exhale, push back and round. And just keep going at your own pace. Close the eyes. Eyes are looking up towards the third eye. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. See if with each movement you can go a little bit faster. Now, if you're in an easy pose, your hands are on your knees or on your shins, whatever feels good, and you're opening up the chest forward, exhale, rounding. But this time when you're in easy pose, if this is where you are, you just keep the arms straight the whole time. Only in rock pose do you bend the elbows. Keep up. This first one is starting to warm up the middle spine, creating more flexibility throughout, and also warms up your core so that you're more courageous. You're able to live from your authentic space by moving through action, acknowledging anything that you want to do and going for it. You'll also feel the heart and the chest expanding, which again helps the electromagnetic field around the heart to open, as well as bring more breath into the lungs as the rib cages expand. See if you can go a little bit faster here. You've got it. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. You might even start to feel that tailbone really flex and move, and that's where your creativity lies. All your potency, everything you're capable of being. As long as you're open and flexible there, you can be your most genuine, authentic self, which is so important for these times. Inhale the center, hold this breath. Exhale. Gently release. Open the eyes. You might feel a little bit more energized, which is great. You're going to start to shake the legs out in front of you. And we're going to just start to move anything around the digestive system and shake out, again, anything that no longer serves us. This is all about releasing before we bring into the heart center. So hands, they can be in fists, especially if you have wrist injuries, or just palms of your hands. I definitely recommend fists. So you're going to inhale, lift your hips up off the ground, exhale, release, and drop. Take rings off if you have them on, which I just did. So inhale up, exhale lower, but I didn't take off more. Inhale up, exhale drop. Keep your spine vertical, so you're sitting up tall. And you might even feel your stomach shake. You might feel your bottom shake. Just let everything loose. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Beautiful. Keep up. Okay, last one. And shake it out. You got it. Okay. I'm going to leave my rings off for now. You can place yours back on if you'd like. But you're going to stand all the way up and have your feet a little bit wider than hips width apart, depending on your hip flexibility. So you're going to come as low as you can go. So feet are facing the same way the knees are. And if you can, come all the way down into a squat. That's where I like to bring my feet closer together. But if you can't, just stay wherever feels comfortable, whether that's you're halfway up and your knees are just bent, or you're always standing. It's perfectly fine. You're still receiving whatever you need to in the hips. You're going to have your hands in front of you. If you're a lady, your left thumb is on top. If you're a gentleman, your right thumb is on top. And then you clasp the fingers and your pointer fingers are pointing outward. This is your Jupiter finger. This is everything you're wanting, everything you're aiming for, all your goals. This is your expansion. So start to gaze directly over that pointer finger. If you know breath of fire, go ahead and practice it. And if you want to, you can also just practice long, deep breathing, which I'm going to do right now. I personally find that in this pose, I relax a little bit better when I'm using long, deep breathing, and the hips just generously open up a little bit more. I like to use my shoulders to kind of help that a little bit. And then it's easy for me to gaze directly over my fingers as I do it. Try to lift up through the heart center as you do this. Press into those feet. Beautiful job. Last few moments, seeing, feeling those things that you're aiming for, your expansion, your awakening, your transformation. What would it feel like to be doing those things that you're really wanting to be doing? Living the life that you keep aiming for. Because this is you aiming for it. You got it. Take a nice inhale here. Hold the breath. Whenever you're ready, slowly exhale. Release the hands down to the ground. If you're all the way down in a squat, slowly let yourself release. And wherever you are, heel toe the feet slowly together. Bend the knees and just fold over the legs. Shake the head low and start to just sway side to side. Perhaps here you clasp opposite elbows. Maybe you take your hands and just clasp them behind your head to release the neck. Maybe you even take your hands and place them underneath your feet to release the shoulders. Or perhaps you just keep hanging out. Do whatever feels good for you for these last few moments. Bend even more into your knees and start to round up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up to standing, and just shake the legs out a little bit. Beautiful. Find your way back down to seated so that we can really open up and almost birth ourselves into being. So you're going to place your feet a little bit wider than your hips, or again, just acknowledge wherever it feels comfortable for you. And you have a couple different options here. So full version of this pose is to go ahead and grab the toes with 2 fingers, like little bunny rabbit ears, and just go ahead and lift the legs up. Now if that feels good, just stay there. Keep breathing. You can also do breath of fire if you're into that practice. Otherwise, if you're not there yet, go ahead and clasp your hands underneath your knees and just hold here. Try to sit as tall as you can as you bring the legs closer to the body. Long, deep breathing or breath of fire. So this is, again, helping our hips, helping us to expand. It also helps our sexuality, which, if you know the times, this is the time to really get into that fire side, passion, creativity, sexuality, and to give ourselves a nice, beautiful rebirth, transformation as we awaken our divine feminine selves and as we awaken to all of those beautiful dreams, all of those beautiful things we're wanting to do that can help ourselves and help the planet. Whatever you're thinking positively can help and ripple effect throughout the world. The sacred land has seen many hands. Beautiful job. One more deep breath here, or breath of fire moment. Take a nice inhale, lift, lift, lift. You got it. Hold. Exhale, slowly release the legs down. Shake, 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 shake. Do some windshield wiper feet. Yes. You shake the arms out too if you want to, and then bring the legs back together here. Options. You can stay here, or you can bring the feet together into Baddha Konasana. You're going to have your hands clasped behind your head. Inhale here, exhale, bow as far forward as you can. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Close the eyes, gaze up towards your third eye. Inhale, sat. Exhale, now. You're probably really starting to feel it in your hips now. That's a good thing. Keep up. Inhale, sat. Exhale, now. Bow towards your destiny. Bow to your greatness. Bow to all the teachers and all of the ancestors and all of your guides that have come before you and are here with you now, helping you on your path. Just bow. Take a nice inhale here, lift up nice and tall, hold this breath. And exhale, gently release. Beautiful job. You're going to shake those legs out when you're ready. And then start to bring them back into easy pose, or just sit wherever you feel comfortable. So arms are in front of you. They're at about 60 degrees. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, drop. Close the eyes. Have the eyes look up towards the third eye. Inhale, sat. Exhale, nam. Beautiful job. Envision yourself pumping fresh, new energy of love, of happiness, of transformation, of your authentic self into your body, or whatever you're wanting right now. Just imagine you're like a water pump, pumping that into your life. You want your cup to be overflowing so that you can give to others, you can help. But first we must give to ourselves. Sat Nam. Last few moments here. You've got it. And inhale, lift both arms up to the sky. Hold this breath. See yourself full of light, full of love, full of abundance. When you're ready, exhale, sweep your space. Take a moment here to just sit in a comfortable seated position, shoulders away from the ears, and just feel, just be. When you're ready, when you've received whatever guidance you're needing, take a moment to come back to your intention, to those beautiful, wonderful feelings, happiness, the joy, the love that is always present within you as you accept these present circumstances, as we accept and release things that no longer serve us, and as we open up to the divine flow. Start to take your left hand, place it directly in front of your heart, palm facing down. Take your right hand right next to your ear, almost like an oath, and bring the fingertip and the thumb to touching into Gyan Mudra. This is a sign of knowledge, of wisdom. We're going to do a meditation to know our authentic, original self. Ram, Ram, Hari, Ram helps us to know exactly who we are, opens us up to that, to again our lightness, our luminosity, our being, our oneness with all. Ram has the word sun and moon within it and means the creation of the universe. Hari is the seed mantra for creativity. So you basically get to see yourself as creation for any of the stories, for any of the false identities, who you were when you were created from the divine. And you get to remember that you are divine. So close the eyes, look up towards the third eye, and when you're ready to chant along, the mantra is Ram, Ram, Hari, Ram.
Ram, Ram, Hari, Ram, 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 Hari, Hari. 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 Ram, Ram, Hari, Ram, 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 Hari, Hari.
Take a nice deep inhale here, holding this breath, seeing yourself just as pure light, surrounded by light, love throughout your body. Exhale, slowly release the hands. The more we speak to ourselves and see ourselves as light and love, the more we will continue to grow. So just like the studies where they speak to water positively and it changes into beautiful things, remember you are made of water too, and speak to yourself beautifully so that you may transform into exactly what it is you're wanting. Slowly release yourself down onto your back into a comfortable shavasana. Ready yourself to receive any guidance, any wisdom that is ready to be imparted to you, and just let go for a moment. If any anxiety comes up, see if you can breathe through it and just release and relax a little more. And see if you can find a comfortable position to just be still. Stay there. And this is where I leave you to just rest and receive. Stay here as long as you need to. Get up whenever you're ready. Have a beautiful, blessed week. and a happy full moon. Sat Nam. May the long-time sun shine upon you, a love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sat Nam.